conversation that you might have around the Thanksgiving dinner table this year is whether it's a good time to buy a home, because a lot of people may be thinking about it, but they're holding off because of high interest rates. In fact, a recent survey from Fannie Mae found 85% of consumers say it is a bad time to buy a home. But there are some experts who will tell you that the long-term benefits may outweigh current prices and interest rates. Tom Hutchens is with me now. He is the Executive Vice President of Production for Angel Oak Mortgage Solutions. Thank you for taking the time to be here. So a lot of people, they're waiting for the interest rates to drop. Is that a good reason to hold off? What really should people be looking at right now if they're eventually going to buy a home?
Well, Chris, I'm sure most people know there's a supply crisis in the U.S. right now for housing. And I think waiting for interest rates to drop is not really a great strategy, in my opinion. I've been telling people for over a year now that now is, if you can find the right house and you can afford it at the current interest rate levels, to me, now is a great time to buy. Because what's going to happen when the Fed eases on interest rate hikes and then ultimately begins lowering rates, I believe that's going to drive prices even higher, because then there'll be more buyers in the market. Right now we're at 7.5%, 7% on the agency side, and those rates might come down, but they're not going to go down to 3%. So somebody waiting for 3% to come back, that's just not normal. Over a 10, 15-year period, 6, 7% is about the average mortgage rate. So waiting, I would say, as long as you can afford the home or the houses that you're looking at today's rates, now's a great time to buy.
And for people who it might not be a good time to buy because financially they're just not in a place where they can do it, for the individual, what are the things that they should have in line when they're ready to enter the market, no matter what the interest rates are?
Certainly just income consistency, savings. The higher the down payment you can make, always the better for you, not only to keep your rate lower, but just for you to be able to qualify for whatever house that you find. I think there's a lot of shoppers and buyers that find out they might have to step it up to get the actual house or in the neighborhood or in the school district that they want to live. So I would focus really on savings between now and whenever that time comes.
There's some recent data we have from Zillow that shows it can take more than 11 years to break even on your home purchase, even if you put down 20%, which is a lot for many people. So is buying still a smart choice for someone who may only want their home for 5 to 7 years? What can it mean for your finances long term?
Well, I'd like to see an 11-year period where someone didn't do well in real estate in the U.S. Now, certainly, if you bought right before the great financial crisis in 2008, 2009, then perhaps. But there's very few periods where that has ever been the case. And simply being a homeowner, that's kind of known as the #1 wealth building mechanism in the U.S. So I don't know that I would go the route that you break even at 11 years, because if you're a renter, you're just losing money. You're paying someone else's mortgage for them as a renter. So you might as well pay yourself and pay off your mortgage and help build your wealth, especially when it comes to home price appreciation.
And for people, because I know all the things you're talking about as to why it would be a good time to buy a house right now, I mean, what are the elements to the market that people should be looking at that might be a red flag to say no, and when it would be a moment to maybe step back from thinking about doing that?
Quite simply affordability.
Yeah.
The prices have gone up. I was talking with someone actually earlier today, and just since 2020, the national average home price appreciation is in excess of 50%, and that's even higher in certain markets. So it's just an affordability issue. Being a homeowner versus being a renter, there are some other costs of maintenance and things that you aren't accustomed to absorbing as a renter. But as long as you can afford it, I think now is the time to get out and look. And frankly, it takes a while to find the right house because of that low supply that I mentioned earlier.
Absolutely. It's got to be the right fit. Tom Hutchens from Angel Oak Mortgage Solutions. I know a lot of people at home will appreciate your expertise on this. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chris.